Hello, welcome everybody, those of you who are at home and those of you who are in the TV studio. This is MCTV 19, acting for film, television, and it's also voice work.
Yeah.
So I guess radio and
Podcasting. Twitch streaming, content creation.
Yeah, I'm Grant Richards.
I'm Tim Allen.
And we co-teach several classes together. We're good buddies. He and his family came over and had dinner and hung out. So this is not a fake thing that we do in front of. We're not acting.
Or are we? Are we that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the acting class that accompanies all of our production classes. We teach all of the film and television classes here on campus. If you recognize many of you, and if I don't, I'm glad to meet you and welcome you to the program, because what we have here is a really cool connected tissue class. Everybody in this acting class, we want to put you in our movies for our production class. So if you want on-air experience, and by on-air I mean in front of a camera experience, by the end of this course you should have what is called a reel, which is clips of your acting on camera. Because not only are we going to introduce you to our directors and our screenwriters in the other classes, and hopefully some of you are those people as well, we want to put you on camera so that you can audition and get other roles. And we'll do that by the projects that you do here in this course. We will film and edit and give you, by the end of the semester, or maybe sometime in the next semester, a proper reel that you can send out to get auditions.
Does everyone know what a reel is? Okay.
Think of a resume.
Yeah.
Think of a visual resume, right? Like, so what we want to do is we want to showcase your range. So does that mean I want to act only in funny things, or I only want to be killed in horror movies? No, we want to show you being funny. We want to show you being dramatic. We want to show you being murdered to death by a monster as well. And if you have that range, people can, when they look at your tape, and essentially what we're doing is it's a resume, right? Like, it's someone wants to look at it and be like, oh, I want to talk to that person. And then you'll do an audition, and that audition will help you get your part, hopefully.
Yeah. We will edit that for you too. When the semester's done, we'll pick your best stuff and put it together so that you have a reel. And if you stay involved with our production, we will continue to update it. So as you act in more things, we'll keep updating your reel so that you have that, which is kind of one of the bonuses for taking the class. I wanted to talk about dual modality because Tim and I are the only instructors at Gavilan that do this. Dual modality it means that you can take the class entirely online at home, entirely face-to-face here in the TV studio with us, or a combination of the two. I know someone, Alex, were you the one who said that you have another class? Yeah. So Alex on Tuesdays has a class that starts before we're quite over. So he can leave because technically he can finish online. There won't be an issue at all. But if you're not feeling well one day, you don't need to come. Or if you are really excited about doing something at home, I'm speaking to those people who are watching online, you can then come to the class and do the assignment or whatever. So they're trying to get in.
But can we open that door just so people can like not look that finding the TV studio the first time is sometimes an issue. Okay, these two should know how to find. Did you try to come in the elephant door? Raleigh, will we open the elephant door and see if somebody is trying to get in? So elephant doors, everybody, if you know, the big giant doors over here in the TV studio. It's so we can like bring in a truck or a giant ladder into the studio. We can turn our TV studio as one of the best assets we have here on campus, and if not one of the best elements of the campus, because we can film anything. You can see we have our fake doors.
I think it was Geronimo.
Oh, he's trying to get in? Well, he should know better. Okay, but yeah, so dual modality, what we do want to say, so if you're sick, if any of you are sick, number one, let us know, so we just don't know, especially if we're recording that day and you can't be there, we will reschedule, we're always running out of time. We are meeting twice a week, so maybe you can't come on Tuesdays, but you can come on Thursdays, and we can accommodate, so you just fill in. If you're only online, you need to follow, you need to comment, and you need to watch the recordings and comment on that to get proof. Especially within the first 2 weeks, because we'll drop anyone who has not reached out or talked to us or met us in person. That's gonna be really important, especially those people at home. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're in this class and you're like, oh, I can take it all online, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. I think that the class is best run in the classroom. And those of you who have taken it or are thinking about doing it online versus in person, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna do improv, we're gonna do lessons, we're going to actually work with the camera. If you're an only online student, you're gonna have to film all yourself and turn in your recordings to us. Now, what does that mean? Well, maybe you have great equipment and you can film yourself, and maybe that's ideal for you, great. But for most of us, we have our iPhone, right? And I have a hard enough time setting it up and then walking it back. Maybe you're a good TikTok influencer, but the front facing camera doesn't look as good as the back facing, and et cetera, you can figure that out. But what we have here is Grant's equipment, which is a 8K red camera, which is what the professionals use to make movies. So your reel is gonna look super professional because we're gonna use professional equipment with actual lighting, actual makeup, and actual techniques here on campus. So consider that, and at the very least, come at least one time and see. If you hate it, don't come back. And you can see what's great here is you can see a lot of our students who know each other, and no shade to anybody it's your first time class. Welcome. We're glad you're part of our community. But our students spend enough time together on sets, working together, that you really build this camaraderie. And that's the best part about our program, is getting to know it. And the second best part of our program is right here, Geronimo Garcia, right here, and facilities manager, right here. Nice. This is Geronimo. You're not in the frame. You're not in the frame. You're not in the, it could, hey, somebody. Okay, there's Geronimo's hand. Okay, there's Geronimo right there. Geronimo is the facilities manager. If you don't have his number, his number is the most important number. It's not listed on our syllabus because we like to have him give it out to people. So if any of you are here and want his number, when Grant and I aren't on campus, he has keys to this building. He has keys to the equipment. If you want to borrow something from Gav.
I feel like keys in the.
Yeah, you tried to come in the elephant door. That was dumb. But
I had equipment in the car.
well, so he's the one to get a hold of. I feel like I've been talking forever, Grant, so.
That's okay. Where were we?
We were talking about the TV studio, we were talking
Geronimo
about.
totally got us off
Geronimo,
track.
like,
He ruins everything.
No, we're always like, oh, it's Geronimo, we gotta talk to him because he's so cool.
We were on dual modality, so,
Yes.
Tim made it seem pretty bleak for those of you who are taking it online. We will do our best to make it as engaging as possible. Just know that we are gonna do class activities that will be really difficult to duplicate at home. We're gonna play a game today. We're gonna do another one on Thursday. And I can tell you what the games and exercises are, but we're gonna laugh and have a great time. It's gonna be a great learning experience.
It's hard to improvise when it's yourself too, right? Like not necessarily like, and we encourage the Zoom students to maybe do a Zoom meetup so that you can play the improv games with each other. But in person, we're going to set up a couple chairs and it'll become a car, or it'll become a plane, or it'll become, Ashton, you gave birth last semester, I think, or last year.
No,
That wasn't it? Okay, well, somebody did.
XYZ?
no, it's
No.
just a double exposure bear.
No. XYZ, you know what that means, right?
I'm blanking right now. What are you talking about?
Zipper?
Oh, examining. Oh.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
I
no,
rushed from home.
I didn't know that. Well, whoa,
Take your
okay.
time and
Yes,
zip up
absolutely.
next time, so,
Yeah,
you at home didn't have to
yeah,
see that.
so,
that's
yeah,
good.
you didn't, yeah, you only got to look at Grant and me. Okay, so, see, now, Grant's been saying that to me forever, I've never known what that meant, so, great, good to know. But, oh, yeah, so basically, and what's really important with the people at home, students, communication, if you at all have any questions, comments, or concerns, all of our information is online, we're not handing out our physical syllabus, are we? No.
No,
It's all online, and what's important, it has our phone numbers, our emails, and the best way to reach us is text us. We put our cell phone numbers on there. You can text us and reach us, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Granted, I'm a part-time instructor, so I'm not on campus as much as Grant, and Grant's
I'm here
here
6 days a week,
6 days a
all
week.
day long.
Yeah, so
That's a lie, Tim never texts back.
I text back when you send something good. Geronimo sends mid-level memes usually, so it's when they're good, I respond.
Let's talk about the assignments. There are gonna be 7 graded assignments. And the first one is on Thursday, our very next class. It's called Nonstop. We're gonna give you a random topic and you have to talk for 2 minutes about the topic and you have no idea what it is. And there's some of you who I'm gonna try to stump by giving you really weird topics, but you just have to talk for 2 minutes and sound intelligible. And then we're gonna do the mirror exercise. You're gonna tell us who your favorite actor is and then do a scene as that actor. And trying to take on that actor's mannerisms and intonations and intensity in that scene. We're gonna film that. We'll mic you and it'll be a monologue. Hopefully you won't require another actor to be in that scene, but that'll be the second assignment. Then we're gonna do the full-on monologue. And that's a very big deal. Like, if you do a good job, that will go in your reel for sure. We can show you some monologues.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah,
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
you got shit on me. Come on.
Yeah. Alright,
so-
whoa, okay, I didn't know this class was blue, Grant. Yeah, this is a college class, we say the bad words.
Then we're doing
Yeah.
a dialogue, and that is 2 or more characters in that scene. And with that, we want to go even one step further. We want there to be props and location and so we'll be shooting in different places. We shot in a bathroom and we created a set and we shot in my guest bedroom for one last semester and
We were up on the hill, we
Yeah.
were, locations, we did
yeah, so we'll do a variety of things.
Braveheart and stuff like that, so.
Then we're gonna do a teleprompter, either news or comedian or we'll do
What?
where essentially you're reading off the teleprompter in front of the camera. And it is, I know a lot of students come in and think, oh, this is gonna be easy, piece of cake, and everyone's surprised. It's harder than you think it is.
It is much harder to read and sound like you know what you're doing while you are reading on camera. It's really a tough skill. It's something that not everyone's natural about, and when someone is good, they're really good. It's hard to tell when someone's bad. When someone's just okay, it's easy to tell that they're reading something, and that's what you really are trying to get away against. So we have our teleprompter, we'll set it up, and we'll either do like a news activity, a stand-up, like a late night show activity, or a sports report. So you get to pick which one you want to do, or if you want to do them all. It's a fun class.
Yeah.
As long as the teleprompter's working.
Then we have our audio project, and there are a variety of things you can do. What most people do is ADR. ADR, automated dialogue replacement. You will do the voice of an actor. So we'll take a scene and you are then going to say the lines of the actor just as he or she says them. Or you can do a voiceover. A lot of people will do things like animated shows, and they replace the dialogue. We had Renan, one of our actors from a few years ago, who did an animated show and he did
Attack on
14,
Titan, yeah.
14 different voices. So that was really kind of cool. So
Yeah, that was really cool.
yeah,
That's
there are
really good.
lots of possibilities.
Yeah,
And then there is the final scene, which will have a lot of flexibility. What a lot of students do, which we hope you do, is you act in one of our student productions. If you were cast in something, it's just done. That's it. I've already had several students say that they are looking for actors for their student projects. So if you want to act in multiple films, you can and get all those points. So those are the 7
And-
graded projects.
yeah.
But every day we're in here, we're gonna be doing fun activities that help you with improv skills or dramatic skills, or get used to having, I mean, what a lot of people who haven't acted in camera, in front of the camera before, they might not get used to. You have to act perfectly normal with the microphone right there in your face. It seems kind of weird to suddenly, hey, act normal. What's weird about this? You know what I mean? To have a microphone right in your face, or the camera right there, or what a lot of times is there's blocking, and you have to hit your mark. You have to walk right and stop right here, because if you stop here, you're out of focus. If you're too, so there are things that we have to do and seem completely natural and intense or sad or whatever. And so we'll talk about all those
Hit the
things.
mark. Filmmaking is about getting the perfect take, right? And so the actor is one of the tools or skills that are for sure way important for the filmmaking process, because not only does the camera person have to do the camera exactly right, not only does the movement of the camera have to be perfect, the acting performance is very critical to everything that happens. And we have a lot of people here who have been on set, who are directors, who may be directing this semester. So if you're interested, those are people to talk to. Also, what's really important, I think, for us to discuss in this class is we are going to be acting. All of us are going to be acting, standing up, and it's going to feel nervous at first. I mean, maybe some of you have way more acting experience. Maybe you don't. It's a class for all levels. But what we want to remind everyone that we are considerate, kind people in this class, especially when we are judging or offering feedback. Feedback in the class. So just like the golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated. I think that's really important to say, because we're going to be exposing ourselves. Some of us may be crying in front of each other, or
Glad to clarify that.
crying.
We're gonna be exposing ourselves.
Oh, well, that could be part of it too. I haven't read your script yet, Grant, so hopefully not. But for enough money, I'll do whatever. Yeah, so basically also, like Grant and I want to let you know, is if we're allies, and if we say or do anything, or if you have preferred pronouns or names that aren't on the syllabus, let us know. We absolutely will accommodate. And if we say or do anything and you feel like you want to talk to us personally and let us know we said something, we'll clarify what we meant or apologize or whatever. We're totally open, and
we hope this is a very welcoming class, that everyone feels very comfortable here. And when you might feel uncomfortable, and it's not because of the people, it's because you'll be doing something that you haven't done before. But you got to do it a few times before you can feel comfortable with having a camera right in your face, or crying on cue, or whatever. And not everything has to be that. You don't have to produce tears. But
there's ways to fake that too, in edits and stuff. But if you can, we know some actors who can cry on cue, and that's totally a great skill to have. So we are here to explore and find out what your skills are, what you're strong in, and what you might, think about what you want to focus on. And we're totally open to doing everything. But of course, we're going to start, and we'll get everyone comfortable standing in front of a light and standing in front of a camera and doing all the basics, but that's why we're here. We're here to benefit. Do you want to share?
I'm okay right now.
Okay,
We have lots.
yeah, there's tons of them over here or whatever, so Rob will help you out.
We also, something that Tim and I were talking about just the other day that we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in some professional actors, a couple times to model monologues and dialogues and to interact with you. We might even convince them to do a scene, with you, so, that's not on the schedule yet, because I haven't talked to the actors. But we're gonna hire them and have them here, so that
What do you mean by professional actor, Grant? I
people
mean,
who've gotten paid to be on screen.
like Robert Downey Jr.?
No, I'm not a billionaire.
Yeah. No,
but-
these are actors we've worked with and some that some of you are probably already familiar with. That have been paid to act in our pieces and other pieces as well. And it's just gonna be a whole different experience to work with someone who has done it enough. Cause like any skill, you need that 10,000 hours to be an expert in anything. And acting is the same. It's like a muscle memory. It's a skill. Some people are naturally just way more talented, and that's unfair for the people like me who have to work really hard at it. But some people just have the natural skill, and some people have can work to get better, and that's what we're here for, is to work and learn and see what's our strengths and what's our weaknesses.
Another thing that Tim and I talked about is having Tuesday more of a play day, practice day, day where we work on exercises, and Thursday will be more of the day that we record for grades. And that won't always be the case. If we don't finish everything on a Thursday, we might come in on Tuesday and finish up. There are more people. This is great. We love having the number.
Yeah.
By the way, what's been weird about this class is 2 years ago, we had all women in the class. Last year, wasn't all men or mostly?
It's not all good.
In the year before that.
We got about like
There were
There were
just-
more men than women.
There was
There was
like
more men.
18 men and 2 women. I think,
Yeah, there was like-
But this seems very,
Emirates and then like
6
two
years.
others.
Except Emrys isn't a woman or a man.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
So there's.
but I mean, we have more, we have a variety that we haven't had in the past, which I think is good. Anyways, I don't know, any questions about the assignments or what we plan to do or?
Also please note that, yeah, the classes will take primarily here unless we're filming somewhere else. So I think the important thing what Grant just said was, if you're gonna be sick or miss a class, Tuesdays are probably the better day to miss, and Thursdays will be all the required stuff. But we're still gonna be acting, we're gonna be practicing. By play day, he means we're gonna be doing more of the acting games and activities, which will comprise of a lot of improv, a lot of set up scenes, a lot of cold reads, which is where we just give you the script and we're gonna then give you direction. You're gonna be working with directors. We'll have directors come in and direct you, which might just be me, Grant, or if we can get somebody to direct, which is like
Right.
giving you notes. What?
A lot of great directors in this class. too.
Yeah, we got some directors in this class too, so we might have the Gabby Award-winning Best Director, in fact, in this class right now. No shade, but Martin, I think Martin's here, right?
Any other questions before I stop the Zoom, before we move on?
Yes, and so for the Zoom people at home, reminder that like everything is listed out there with activities. And if you want credit, you need to film yourself doing the activities and post it on the forum. I'll be handling all the online stuff, but I'll be here as many times as I can in person, which is almost all of them, so.
So today's activity, for those of you at home, into the camera, you need to introduce yourself. A minimum of a minute, I prefer 2 minutes, talking about yourself. anything and everything. We're gonna do that in class right now, but if you're at home, introduce yourself and send it to Tim and me, and.
I'll post it on the thread.
Yeah, so, send us any comments or questions, about the class, and thank you for watching.
And by the way, you need to do this if you wanna be counted, because we have to drop any students who haven't participated by next week, right?
So, okay, thank you, reach out to us, bye.